What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Vechain here, and as we can see, it does look as though it is rolling over today. We have seen basically Bitcoin. If we take a look at what Bitcoin's doing right now, you'll see quite clearly that Bitcoin is actually pumping up a lot right now. It's actually ran all the way up to around 57k. Essentially, you know, you can ignore this wick, by the way, on Bitscap. This is actually an error. Scam wick on Bitscap's chart particularly. But you can see here, Bitcoin, obviously it had its descending wedge like this. It's broken out, it's come all the way up, it's back tested the top of its descending wedge, and it's actually continued onwards. But it seems as though, you know, altcoins are actually bleeding quite heavily against Bitcoin right now. And it seems as though a lot of altcoins are actually rolling over. Polygon, Quant, eGold, obviously Vechain, a lot of other cryptos that we look at a lot on the channel. It seems as though they are all rolling over, as you can see here, because it looks as though a lot of money is actually rotating out of alts and into Bitcoin right now. I think people are trying to catch the pump on Bitcoin, and then obviously once Bitcoin starts to level off, the money will then rotate back into altcoins. But it seems like what we're seeing here with Vechain is it's basically coming down and retesting that previous level of resistance as support. You can see here, obviously, we had a little bit of a range going on for a week or so. We did start to break out here to follow that kind of thing that Bitcoin's been doing, where it broke out of its descending wedge. It come up and broke the top, back test, and then continuation. This is basically the fractal that we've been seeing for Bitcoin. And it seemed as though Vechain was about to do that, but it actually got rejected at the top of this little range here. It has been rolling over since then. We've rolled over from around that 12.5 cent mark down to around that 10 cent support area, which we did say would probably be a very strong level of support, obviously a good psychological support. And it basically coincides nicely with this previous swing high resistance of this descending resistance line here, where we could come down, find a bit of support in this area at around 10 cents and get that bounce as well. So overall, looking like Vechain is continuing to underperform. Obviously, if we throw our Fibonacci retracement on here as well, you can see good confluence with that 0.38 area at around that 10 cent mark. You would probably expect a decent amount of support to be in this area here with the Fibonacci, with that 10 cent psychological support, and also that previous swing high there. You would expect that there would be a good amount of support in that area for a bounce. So overall, things not looking too ideal for Vechain right now. Obviously, it does look as though it is rolling over and vastly underperforming recently. But something that we've been telling a lot of people recently is that it's easy to forget that, you know, Vechain essentially ran up. It came up to around 6 cents here. It pulled back to around 3.5 cents. And then from 3.5 cents, it went all the way to 28 cents, almost to 10x here. So you can see quite clearly that it can move very fast when it wants to. And we do really think that Vechain is a project that has a lot of fundamental potential, and most likely in the future it is going to start to pick up. And once it does, it could be looking at something like this, where it does start to go parabolic. Obviously, things haven't been ideal recently. It has been underperforming, as we said, but we do strongly think that Vechain is going to start to pick up soon. And when it does, it's probably going to start to run very, very hard, just because it's been underperforming as much as it has. So a lot of altcoins underperforming today, as we said, but we do think they're going to start to pick up quite soon. So we'll do short-term price predictions then. As we said, we do think this 10 cent area, very, very strong support. And if we roll over from there, we've got the 9 cent area of our macro uptrend that we've been looking at for a long, long time here, which has held every single time that it has come down and been touched, as you can see here, which would be coming in at around that 9.5 cent area if we did roll over from here. But we do think this very strong level of support. And then obviously, if we do bottom out here and start to make our way up again, we're obviously targeting the 0.50 at 12 cents, and then upwards of that 0.618 at around 15 cents as well, getting back underway, because we want to be seeing ourselves come up, break the top of this local descending wedge, and then back test and continue to get back to that all-time high. So obviously Vechain underperforming right now, but as we said, it did run from around 3 cents to 28 cents in essentially a month and a half. So if we did that now, obviously a 10x from this price would be about $1. So we do think 50 cents to $1 very, very possible. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.